Hey, how's it going, Math 1 class? I just wanted to go over this exploring types of lines Desmos activity. Many of you already finished, so I wanted to kind of review what I saw and just check it out. The first thing you're going to notice is that all the names are fake. So I put in this for anonymous, so that way your names are not going to be showing. But yeah, the first thing that I did want to point out was this here. A lot of you were able to understand that the red and blue lines are parallel, which means they don't touch. And so you guys sketched a new line that also was parallel, that did not touch the other two. And so I did want to show an overlay. All the lines go straight across, which a lot of them do. Now, some of these went diagonal, and I think this student maybe put these two as parallel, but these two are not parallel to the existing red and blue. The same thing here. These are more skewed or just regular crossing. In order for them to be parallel, they needed to go straight across. Another one and I liked is that everybody got this one correct. Look at that. Everyone said figure one is where the lines are parallel. Nobody picked figure two. So that was good. Okay, now a lot of you looked at this one and said, okay, well, they're crossing and things like that. And I think the point in this one was just to know that they're not parallel. And also, this sketch just says you want to draw a new one. In this case, it's green because the red and blue one are already there. So you're going to make a new line that's parallel to the red. So notice this green line is parallel to the red and it's crossing the blue. So yes, it's basically going to go straight across, straight across. And I see all these lines going straight across, so that's good. This line, it looks like it's parallel to the blue, but notice the directions. It says must be parallel to the red. So this is pretty close because they did write parallel. They drew a line that was parallel, but parallel to the red one is the goal. And so basically, you want to have the overlay should show a bunch of lines going straight across. So all these lines going straight across are correct. If they're going diagonal with this blue one, well, the one looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 students did that instead, where it was parallel to the blue. And then these are kind of just lines that are crossing. So yeah, they definitely need to be parallel to the red, which is straight across. Okay, another one, these are perpendicular. That's good. A lot of you wrote that. So you're going to make another line that's perpendicular to the red, which is, and so basically is going straight up and down, straight up and down. Notice that it's parallel to the other blue line. The blue line is perpendicular to the red, but when you draw another line that's perpendicular to the red, notice that the one you drew and the existing one are parallel. So that's kind of interesting. So if we see an overlay, you'll see a bunch of lines going straight up and down because these are perpendicular to the red. All right, what else? Are these perpendicular? Yes, they are. You could draw a right angle, 90 degrees. Yes. Now this one said they don't have to be. Uh, uh, they don't form 90-degree angles. So yeah, I mean it's really not clear unless we had a protractor to measure these angles. We would never know if they were actually perpendicular or not. You could put a piece of paper in this corner just to see if they're 90 degrees, but other than that, there's no way of knowing just by looking at it, which is in math not the best justification. Nevertheless, it does say that it's perpendicular, and notice there's the box there. That's usually the symbol for perpendicular. And a lot of you said no, but that's okay because it mentions that they don't have to cross for them to be perpendicular. And then this one's kind of interesting. Sort the polygons into groups depending on where they have pairs of parallel or perpendicular sides. So, let's look at the first one. So these have two, these are parallel, these are not parallel, these are not parallel. So if these are parallel, I could see how these two could be parallel too. Yeah, that makes sense. This one also is parallel. Notice from here to here it goes up 1/2. The same thing as this side goes up 1/2. So they have the same slope. And the same thing with these two. This goes down to right one, down to right one. So this is a parallelogram. This is also a parallelogram. So these two would go together. This has a right angle, which is perpendicular. Is there any other side that has a right angle? Um, no, no other sides. Well, uh, I'm not sure if this is perpendicular. Oh wait, there is a right angle right here. Looks like that one's perpendicular. So I would think these two go together because they have right angles right here, and these two go together because they're both parallel. So this side and this side are perpendicular to each other, and this side and this side are perpendicular to each other. So this one was tough. I looked at it myself, and I just wasn't really. It was difficult just by looking at it. Let me see. Okay, so this student did get the parallel, 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 parallel. So when you have two sets of parallel sides, that's a parallelogram. And this student also got well, this one looks like we got two different groups. Um, so this is perpendicular, these two sides. I can't see the other one. I'm not sure if I can scroll down, but maybe if I do this. Yeah, that's good. And so I would probably group this one and this one together. These two have the uh, lines that are perpendicular to each other. How about this one? No, this looks like it's parallel to this. This side, the slope is up 1/2, but this side, the slope is up 1/2/2. So this slope is 1/2. This is 2/2. So these two are not parallel. So this wouldn't go here. What else? Yeah, this activity is just to kind of have conversations about parallel and perpendicular. So I mean, I'm not gonna really mark it right or wrong. It's just kind of there um, to help you just to look at the vocabulary. This one still needed to be grouped together, but that's okay because this one is a new activity. It's not very clear on how to do it, especially with the if you use a smartphone. It's kind of hard to see the whole thing. But okay, that's basically almost replacing a class discussion. You guys all kind of put in your ideas here, and for the most part, you could tell that everyone was kind of thinking the same thing. And of course, if you missed one of these questions, you can come back and fix it if you wanted to. But yeah, this is just feedback for this assignment. I want to make sure that everything you do you get feedback from. So make sure you check your comments on Google Classroom and you ask me questions. If you have a question, I'll try to answer it. And if several of you have the same questions, I'll make a video. All right, so just keep on doing what you're doing. You guys are doing great. It's making me happy to see you guys turning in all these assignments. And yeah, your grade's going to definitely go up. So just keep on doing it. I want to encourage you. And yeah, I'll see you on Google Classroom.